enjoyed with that victory?
Yeah, it was an impressive victory, an important one after the run of games we've had. I don't think we've been in bad form or played poorly in recent games, so it was important, I think, for me to keep the players believing that you don't necessarily equate form with results. You know, there are teams in this league that probably, certainly not only on paper but on the field of play, do have a better chance of beating you with their resources and the quality of their players. But we're through that period. I don't think we've played badly through that period, but it was very important today that we came out and gave similar performances to the ones we've been given, and hopefully, you know, get a result through that performance, which I think we did today.
Feel you rode your luck a little bit at times with the chances they had?
No more than they rode their luck with the chances we had, I would have said. And the chances came quite late in the game when we were leading 2-0. To be fair, up to 2-0 they didn't create very many chances at all, unless you count Kuyate's back header, which Wood misses. But apart from that, I didn't really feel they were creating chance after chance. But at 2-0, of course, then it really was all hands to the pump and lots of balls played into the penalty area. And there was a couple of occasions then where the ball could have gone in the back of the net, of course. But on the other hand, we were countering, and I think we had a few chances of our own.
For example, was very instrumental in the winning match as well. Roy, he seems to enjoy it here, and they seem to be a little bit concerned by him, should we say?
Well, he's a good player, isn't he? And I mean, he's capable of causing problems to any defence, anywhere in the world for that matter. So when he's in good form like he is, when he's as concentrated as he was today, because his performance wasn't only good going forward, it was also good defensively. You know, we defended with 11, there was no doubt about that, and he helped us enormously in that respect. And of course, you know, the goal that he scored and the one or two chances that he helped set up, that's what we need from him, just like every team needs its forwards to both score goals and create goal chances. So good for Wilf, that's 2 goals in 2 games, and if he can keep that up, it will help us enormously to climb the table.
What was your view, Roy, on the Zaha, Phil Barnsley sort of altercation right in front of you where you stepped in?
Well, it was an easy one to step into, really. I mean, both of them, and I think, you know, Phil was a bit frustrated. I think he made the challenge. It was adjudged to be a free kick. I've got to say, of course, from my position, I thought it was a free kick. I don't think it was a wickedly bad decision from the referee. But of course, Phil protests. Wilf wants to explain to him that in fact the referee's got it right, and next thing you know, they're nose to nose. But I never really got the impression that it was going to boil over at all. And 30 seconds later, both were, you know, fine. And you could see after that there was several occasions where, had one of them been upset, they could have made a silly challenge, but neither of them did so. They just got on playing the game as they played the game throughout. And I thought the game was played in good spirit throughout. It's always very competitive. You know, Burnley are a very competitive team. There's going to be lots of challenges. There's going to be lots of situations where you need to stand up and be counted. But I didn't think there was a bad foul in the game.
Roy, does Will's performance today, does that illustrate why it was important to keep him in the summer and the interest from elsewhere?
Well, we've never wanted to lose him. I mean, there's never been any question of that. The club has never gone out, and I certainly have never gone out and said I would like to see Wilf Zaha sold. But when you're Crystal Palace, and I think Burnley would regard themselves in the same situation, when a player does exceptionally well and there's lots of clubs after them prepared to pay big money, it's not always that easy to keep hold of them, because, you know, there is a hierarchy in the league, and if you're Crystal Palace you have to accept there are bigger, richer, more powerful clubs than you. We can't say to Wilf, you've got to stay with us because we'll be Champions League next year. We can't say that. So I'm happy that it didn't materialise, that he went elsewhere. I think he's done exceptionally well to get over that and accept it and make certain he's once again doing his level best for this club. And who knows, there might come a time in the future where we're confronted with that situation again. But until that day arrives, I'll carry on working with him, being happy to be working with him, and happy that we've got a player visibility to help us win football matches.